Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Todd Rowland from Alderac Entertainment Group. We're going to be looking at Dice City by Vangelis Bagiartakis. Bagiartakis. I practiced.
I have to take my time with that one every time. He's a great guy.
I rushed through the sounds. Hey, Vangelis B. Mr. B. Hope you get an overview of the game. You're showing this here at Gen Con 2015. It's going to be out by Spiel.
Mm-hmm. It will be out at Spiel, and it'll be in stores just after that, and at Board Game Geek Con.
And I know this is, I heard someone describe it as a dice building game. And it sort of is because dice stay the same, but you're building what they can do actually on the board.
Right. Their sides can change based on what you do on the board. Okay. So the very basics of the game are, on your turn, you're going to take your 5 different color dice, roll them, and then assign them based on the grid. So you see white 2, so it goes there. You already got yellow 4, boom, you're done. Then you go through and you see what you have. So for instance, in this case, I have a white 2 on a mountain, so I take it off the board and I get a stone. There's many of these tokens, I just laid out a few, so I would get a stone here, and then I could re-roll that die. Oh, I get another stone.
You got a lot of re-rolls.
Yeah, we went on a lot of re-rolls that turn. Oh, more stone. Wow, this is a heavy stone turn.
Oh. There you go.
A little bit of wood there, and wood here. So then on your turn, once you've collected goods, now there's other things you can do. You can remove dice to move dice, but that's a little more detailed. This is the basics. Okay. Now I have this in my pool right now. Now at the end of the turn, I can only keep one of any particular resource. So I want to use them if I've got them. Right. And in the early game, you're going to use them to buy things that will help your production. So if I spend 2 stone, I can spend 2 stone here to get a quarry. Put it anywhere on the board you want. If you're not going to do military, you can cover up your military. If you're not going to do other things, you can cover up it. So you put that on the board. Now, anytime that you roll a yellow 5 and land on that quarry, the yellow 5 now gets you 2 stone. These 2 having gone back to the pool since we spent them.
Right.
Same thing here. You can spend the 2 lumber to get a lumber mill. Put your lumber mill out somewhere, and it'll be getting you 2 lumber. There's many other specialty buildings that come out. Now, the quarry, the mine, the lumber mill, always available. You can buy them whenever you want. But then there's special buildings, which we can bring those over here, of which in normal game there'll be 8 of them out at a time, and basically when one is bought, another one comes out. So for instance, if you buy the well for a stone and an iron, you can re-roll the die that landed on the well and any number of other dice that you haven't used yet. So it gives you a re-roll across your board.
Right.
The mint allows you to make your resource gaining locations gain double. So
as long as you activate it.
You have to roll it.
I played a sample game, and that's what I got first turn, and I was just like, I'm going production, just got to try this out.
Got to try it out.
Okay.
And speaking of going production, that's the thing. As you start playing, you'll find a strategy. Some players will go military, some players will go production, other players will go cultural. Some players will try a little mix of both to go for victory points, because the way you earn your victory points is with cultural buildings like the Grand Statue or the Cathedral, you earn points directly on the board just by building your city. If you go military, you can attack bandits. Now, there's various bandits of different defensive power that you have to have enough military to beat that earn you various amounts of victory points.
Or you destroy buildings on other players' boards.
Exactly. You can attack other players. Now, they're not permanently destroyed. The other player can sacrifice a dice on each turn to bring it back. So you can't permanently hamper them, but you can slow them down, especially if someone seems to be running away with it. Okay. The trade ships are the other thing. If you're going heavy production and you're getting lots and lots of materials every turn, you can trade them out at the harbor and get points that way. Okay. The game plays until either all the bandits are defeated, 2 of the 3 types of trade ships are completely bought up, or any player has 2 entire rows of their board filled. That triggers the end game. Everybody gets 1 more turn, and then the game's over.
All right. It's a very quick run through.
I tried my best. And that is Dice City. Like I say, it'll be out in October, and we are previewing it here at Gen Con.
All right. Thanks for the overview, Tom.
Fantastic.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you should mention. Yes, everybody has their own individual board. So you're going to be customizing your own dice through the actions that are available to you. So your strategy is going to be based on the cards that you're buying. Of course, what you're rolling as you try to manipulate your dice. As Todd mentioned briefly, you can spend a die in order to move a die
1 space left or right.
In the same row.
In the same row.
Right.
So if, for instance, I landed on the quarry, but I really need the wood from the forest, I can sacrifice a die, move it over to the forest, and get that. And yes, every player, all 2 to 4 players, each have their own city that you're building. Okay. And $40 MSRP.
Good catch, Scott. And now we're done.
Yes, thank you, Scott.